Namaste. Today we are going to talk about the future of Pakistan. Pakistan is undergoing a massive crisis and it is happening very close to the Saturn transit. There is not enough of flour, oil and petrol is not available for the people across. So therefore, this Saturn transit is going to be very difficult for Pakistan. First, Pakistan wanted a loan from IMF which was not granted across, and they have asked a loan with Saudi Arabia and which the due diligence will be done across. And the third one is the Americans leaving the Afghanistan and not using the space of Pakistan has put Pakistan into lot of trouble. First of all, let us try to understand the historical background of Pakistan and which we can correlate across. Pakistan is a military state. It is a Mesha Lagna, so there is a lot of element of militarism, lot of element of orthodoxy is there in the Pakistan state. Because of the Lagna, they tend to believe in religion and they tend to believe in Muslim religion, and it is taken to the extreme step of jihad where they will kill people, where they will support people who are killing the non-Muslims. Like that, there was a lot of terrorism which is there in the country. That is because the 10th Lord is very afflicted with that of Pakistan. They are unable to have a clear successive ruler who can rule for 5 years. Whenever from Saturn, if the 10th Lord is afflicted across, then the country will not have a proper ruler. The ruler will keep changing across and there will be a lot of turmoil in the ruling class. There is bound to be a lot of turmoil in the stability of the government across. As the Russia invaded Afghanistan, the Taliban, which means the Afghan people, rebelled against the Russian forces. Now this was supported by the Americans, the rebellions against Russians, and the rebellion was supported tacitly by Pakistan. Pakistan was used as a base by the USA. They supplied Stinger missiles and there was a lot of fighting with Russia which happened across. Again, the 4th Lord is afflicted for Pakistan's horoscope. Whenever the 4th Lord is afflicted across, then the land will shed blood. Then the land will have a lot of turmoil. First there was an earthquake in Pakistan, followed by a huge floods which actually created a lot of problem with the crops and other things across. So that is also another problem across which is there in the Pakistan. So after that, the Afghanistan was taken over by the Taliban and the Taliban chose to attack USA. Bin Laden attacked the USA, which created a lot of problem for USA. The war on terror began. They started using the Pakistan soil. Americans started using the Pakistan soil and they actually paid for the aircraft, landing places, trucks, petrol and a variety of things across of the supply. Now this gave a lot of money for Pakistan, but the people were not willing to invest in Pakistan. It is not like India, the investment came across. Instead, it was the Chinese people who had the high taxation started investing in Pakistan. So this is the problem. There are no factories and there are no investment, and for example, one of the managers of a cloth factory got killed because he was considered to be anti-Islam, and there was no rhyme or reason. He got killed in the cloth factory. So people are very afraid to invest, afraid to go there and do the business across. So therefore it went into a debt spiral, and for the repaying the debt they took more loans from IMF, like that they started taking more loans, which means the sixth lord of the Pakistan is very powerful. There is enmity, there is rina, there is instability, there is a lot of debts which the Pakistan took across, and therefore it created a huge problem. With the arrival of Imran Khan, everybody thought magically like a wand the problem will get solved. No, the problem will not get solved across. The next 2.5 years is going to be a lot of problem for Pakistan. Number one, they are going to have a lot of fighting with Afghanistan. The Afghanistan government is bound to create a lot of internal disturbances with the Pakistan. The second thing is there will be a fight between the army and the people across. There will be fight between the the conservative Taliban element with that of the military people across. So they are bound to be an internal fighting which will be breaking across with that of the Pakistan. So both the things will happen. The country will go through the debt spiral, and the country will be unable to service the debts. They will have a default. They will have a default of the debts, and their currency will go down, and this will create a lot of problem for the Pakistani people. The essential commodities will not be available, and they will go through a lot of problem. All these things will happen gradually, and it will happen in a step-by-step manner across. So that is the problem with the Pakistan in the coming 2.5 years. There is bound to be a crop failure, a famine, or an excessive flooding which can happen with that of the Pakistan country. So all these things are going to make Pakistan unstable, and with the government with the military hold coming down, plus there is a lot of infighting which will happen. There will be a lot of difference of opinion with the people. They are bound to fight with the military, and each and every province will try to declare its independence. Maybe I am talking about an extremity. Pakistan will become very unstable politically, economically, with the neighbors. It's bound to have a problem. China is also not going to help Pakistan. There is bound to be a lot of difference. So astrology can make this all the prediction. Lot of economic people will say this will happen, that will happen. Astrologically clearly indicates with the Saturn transiting the Kumbha and many planets in the 8th house of Pakistan, 8th house, many planets, from the many planets, 8th house Saturn is transiting. This will be a very, very unfavorable 2.5 years for Pakistan, and it is bound to have a lot of repercussion in the geopolitics of the nation. And the Pakistan will try to employ the mechanism of sending a lot of terrorists to India and trying to fight out across. These terrorists will turn about against the Pakistan government and they will create a chaos and disorder in the Pakistan government. So Pakistan, it is a karma returning time. Whenever the 8th of Saturn transit is happening, it is the karma returning time of the people. Now many people will find it very difficult to accept this, but this is going to be the next 2.5 years. It's going to be very, very difficult for Pakistan in a multitude of manner across. Thank you. Sharp.